This is a Talking Technology podcast clip.
I'm sure, as you said, you're going to be linking in more with the DPO here in Ireland around kind of, future evolutions of solutions around accessible voting. But one of the things I did want to ask just ahead of Friday is for people who might want to vote independently, are people in Ireland currently allowed to use, like we were only discussing them there, different kind of assistive apps that might be able to help people, around their kind of environment, but also in terms of reading of documents, things like that. Are they allowed in polling stations right now? Because obviously they do use a camera.
Yes. So I suppose where the law sets is that you're not allowed to take photos for publication, either be it on social media or otherwise, that the privacy of your own vote and also other people's votes is obviously very fiercely guarded. But you are allowed to use apps and assistive technology. What we'd probably recommend is that where you're intending on using that kind of technology, when you're picking up your ballot paper, just mention it to the presiding officer, so that they don't think you're taking a photo of your ballot or anything of the like, so that people are aware that you're using it to support you in picking up your vote. And then the other thing to mention is also that there are phone numbers that are set up by the local authorities where voters can hear the details of candidates in individual electoral areas who are running, say, for the local elections. Now, the local authorities should have these phone numbers up on their websites, but if not, you can contact the returning officer for the local authority. The details are normally up on their website. To get the details of those phone numbers, and those are free phone facilities, and you can be used in the lead up to the elections and the lead up to polling day to familiarise yourself with the candidates on the ballot paper, because, as I say, there's an awful lot of them.
There can be a lot of them. Yeah. That's brilliant. We do actually have, I think it's interesting, we do have, just if we have some audio here. That is actually an example of what you might hear if you call one of these phone lines to get that information. They may sound slightly different, just so people know, depending on the area that you're calling. And for fairness sake, what we have done is we have removed any actual information around any candidates for this audio, just so you know. But just to give people an idea of what they might expect to hear, if you call one of those areas, you might end up hearing something a little bit like this.
This message sets out the candidates for the local election on Friday, the 7th of June, 2024, in the order in which they appear on the ballot paper. If you wish to hear this information in the Irish language, press 1 now. If you wish to hear this information in the English language, press 2 now. To hear the list of candidates for Athy, press 1. Selbridge, press 2. Clane, press 3. Clane. The candidate corresponding to number 1 on the ballot paper template is 1. The candidate corresponding to number 2 on the ballot paper template is 2. The candidate corresponding to number 3 on the ballot paper template is 3.
And it just continues like that. And obviously, we removed names of any candidates there for fairness sake. But you would just have, the way it works is you get the candidate and then you're given, I guess, the candidate's name, where they are on the ballot paper, their party affiliation usually as well was included there in the ones we tried. So that's a really handy service. And it's good to know that that's available, Brian, isn't it?
It is, and I suppose it is a support for people in terms of just understanding who your candidates are. And interestingly, you managed to pick my home electoral area there, so I was going to listen into who the candidates were.
Sorry, apologies, we had to cut that.
No. But it's a free phone facility. It's made available for people by your local authority. I know some of them have the details already up on the website because I went looking for them. So, say for example, Monaghan County Council, I know have it up there, and it just supports people to learn in advance then before you go into the polling station who your candidates are, and then obviously the order in which they appear on the ballot paper, which is obviously hugely helpful in terms of choosing who you would like to give your vote to.
Thanks for listening to this Talking Technology podcast clip from VI Labs. For more just like this one, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you can also find full podcast episodes. They're also available on your podcast app of choice and on the My VI Hub.